Video interaction guidance is an intervention that can help you if you are facing some challenges at home, want some help to improve your own mental health, or to improve your relationship with your child. FIG focuses on the things that you are doing well. It helps you to recognise your strengths and discover new skills, and helps you to understand the part that you play in building relationships with your child. Why did you agree to take part in VIG?
I agreed to take part because I was at a point where nothing was working and I felt like I was in a really dark, lonely place, and I couldn't get out of it by myself. It was a sort of a last-ditch attempt at trying to get me back to who I wanted to be and to get me to be the mum that I wanted to be and to build a relationship with my son.
I remember having a conversation with my husband and my mum and them saying, no, you've got to at least try it.
Being first-time parents, we had no idea what to do.
No.
We had no idea what was right or wrong, and as Ruby said, the birth was pretty traumatic, so we had a lot to deal with emotionally as well as physically.
Yeah.
I was at the point where I knew that I needed help. I didn't struggle with my baby with bonding, but what I struggled with was the belief in myself.
At the time, I was finding it difficult to bond with my child.
I agreed to take part in VIG because I found it difficult to connect with my daughter.
What did you want to get out of VIG?
So I wanted to go through VIG just for any glimmer of positivity, because at that point there was I didn't feel as though there was anything positive in my life.
Hoping to just gain a bit more confidence in my parenting abilities, to increase the bond that I had with Laurel.
Somehow the reconfirmation that I'm not failing.
I guess I just wanted to sort of get a bit of a better look at what I do actually do as a mum, because when you are feeling low, you don't think of all the positives, you think of all the negatives.
To not have the negative kind of commentary behind every move I made.
To feel more confident as a parent. And
Did you have any apprehensions about VIG?
I was apprehensive about it being recorded.
Inviting somebody into my house was very scary at first. I was worried that maybe I'd be shown in a bad light or that I wasn't doing something right.
Apprehensions about VIG. Yeah, I would say I did, just with the filming part and it being awkward.
I mean, really that vulnerability of someone, not even someone who I didn't know speaking to me, someone's going to film me, and I'm not comfortable being filmed anyway, and someone filming me when I, was at my worst. I was very worried about it feeling intrusive, of feeling very self-conscious, and of it not working.
In case, I don't know about you, but my apprehension was pure vanity. What would I look like on camera?
And for me, I didn't know how it would help, because I thought, well, how is a silly video call going to help us? And then when we did it, it was completely different to what we thought.
Oh.
How did it feel to be recorded?
All right, actually, I was a bit at first, I gotta be honest. But no, actually, it was fine. I think you just have something there and you just concentrate on what you're doing, so you don't worry about it too much.
You forget that it's there and it's not intrusive, it's not, it doesn't feel unnatural.
But I think after the first one or two goes, you get a bit more comfortable and you get get a feel for the person you're with as well. So you get to know what they're like and you get a bit more comfortable and you can giggle a bit at little things the baby does and stuff. And it makes it a lot more comfortable once you've had those first couple ones to sort of break the ice.
It was strange at first, but after a while, after a very short while, you get taken in by little Novichops here and you just forget that the camera's there. Yeah.
You kind of get into a natural flow of things. I remember thinking, I need to think of an activity before you come, as in you're going to come and we're going to have to do like a thing, like sit down and do a thing. But then as soon as I try to do a thing, Bo wanted to do something else, and then it leads to you just do what you do on any other day, and it's not really a pressure then, is it?
I thought I was gonna feel apprehensive towards it. I thought it would not be natural, but that's not how it was. It was in fact really the opposite. I got into the zone. When your baby's with you, you feel really comfortable. It was all at my own home. It was really easy. And if you're really comfortable with the person who's filming as well, it was almost like nobody's there and I'm just being my natural self.
I wasn't as nervous as I thought it was going to be because I felt in safe hands.
What were the benefits of VIG?
Benefits of VIG I found was the fact that I could see myself and realize that feeling this way was normal, and that it helped realize that maybe I did need to slow down and just appreciate the little bits with my child instead of trying to be the mum that does everything all the time. And it was nice to actually see interaction with my little one, because I thought that wasn't happening at all at the time.
And I remember that this was like the completely turning point, and it was so overwhelming. I was struggling to, I'm thinking about it and I'm feeling very emotional now as well. It was just so amazing to see the things that I'm doing every single day with her, yet I didn't realize how important they are and how great and loving and just amazing and full of those beautiful feelings and emotions they are, not just for me, but looking at her as well. I could see that she was happy, and that was all what I tried to achieve.
So it made me trust my parenting instincts more and have more confidence in them. You're playing peekaboo.
For me, being able to see myself and see positive in what you think is negative.
It made me feel more comfortable as a mum to be able to step back and see positive things about my relationship with Evie, but also just more generally as well with other people.
And seeing how they bond with you and what you do on a day-to-day basis, I'm totally amazed how nice it was to see that. It kind of reinforces that positive energy to say that I'm doing fine, I'm doing great. To seeing two of you there in a frame, it was totally amazing.
So being able to see little things that I've done that aren't big things that I would notice every day helps me to feel a lot more reassured that I'm doing good as a mum and we're happy and there's nothing to worry about. I'm doing great, because there's always little concerns you're going to have as a mum, and it's nothing to worry about.
I think it's a positive experience. I would recommend if it's if people find themselves in our situation, because I'm sure people do, then definitely give it a go. Yeah.
Just having someone sort of to talk to was really helpful in those sessions as well. So they started to become things that I was really looking forward to, because at that point in the early stages there was so few things that were making me happy, that actually to have someone call in and talk and just kind of be someone that I could really be honest with, perhaps more so than my immediate friends and family, about how negative I was feeling, was really helpful as well. All I can say is that for me, on my sort of personal journey into motherhood, it was one of the things that was a real gateway into me feeling more positive.
Being part of this and doing VIG has shown me that actually I want more of that. That I think having the photos and the still images and the videos of us playing together was just amazing. To see her, how she looks at me and how she interacts with me, that was a big part of what made me realise that actually I am a good mum, and I do well with her and my children. To me, it just changed my whole outlook, and it didn't even take that long.
It's just a little pause button on life. So you're just standing back and staring at this beautiful picture just for a moment, and you can see these nice little things that you're doing, whether it's a high five, a smile for half a second, just one little glint at each other to know that they know you're their person. It just gives you that minute just to, you don't ever step back the other side of the screen, look at something and think, God, yeah, there it is. I've done it. I'm doing it. It's happening.
If you are a parent living in Coventry or Warwickshire and you have a child aged 0 to 5 and think that VIG might be helpful, please contact your local health visiting team or email us directly. VIG practitioners at swft.nhs.uk.